as they come off turn number 4. 50 laps on the board. We are green here at Limaland Motorsports Park.
Brown out to the early lead, works the inside of the racetrack. Tucker will work the top side. Surratt gonna try and slide up a little bit. Can he hold on to 4th? No, he can't right now as they come up in between the corners. Great battle up front, and it'll be Surratt settling in for that number 4 spot.
Yep, he got passed by the 80 car of Dylan Wilson. Now the 24 car of Daniel Cummings Jr. to the outside of Kyle Surratt. He takes over 4th. Surratt slips back to the 5th position, and now under fire from the driver behind him, the 007 of Jacob Fields. And now Surratt finds his home right there on the top of the racetrack in front of Fields and maintains 5th down the back straightaway. Continues the lead run from Dylan Wilson to the inside of Kendall Tucker for 2nd. Here comes the slider to Wilson. He's got 2nd, but Tucker right back underneath him.
Great crossover move there from Tucker, side by side. He's going to try the slider now. Up in front of Wilson. Will it work? He gained a little bit of ground there. He holds that number 2 spot as they work in between the corners. Another slider here, crossover.
J.D. Brown loving what he's seen behind him as Tucker and Wilson continue to duke it out for the 2nd spot. Now Wilson, he'll take it off the corner down on the bottom of the racetrack, back to the inside of Kendall Tucker. He's looking for the race lead. He nearly gets into the side of J.D. Brown right there in the middle of the corner. Tucker right back underneath him. What a great battle for 2nd. Here comes Tucker for the race lead. He's almost going to get into the side of Brown right there in turn number 2.
Boy, great clean racing. Tried the slider, knew it wasn't going to work. Here comes Wilson back to the bottom. He'll try the slider. Crossover here now from Kendall Tucker up the front straightaway. Tucker wants more, and down to the bottom goes J.D. Brown to block the slide job opportunity.
Good run. It's really tough to see the leader starting in 2nd here, turning down that hill, but it looked like Kendall got a pretty good start. Dylan Wilson sitting in a good spot in 3rd. Drake Troutman was lapped down, pulled out in front of the leaders here. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, Troutman stuffed it in the fence up there in the back straightaway. Not sure why he was up in that mix. Cummings working off the corner here, trying to get an edge on Tucker as they go up in between turns 1 and 2.
And J.D. Brown's led them all, but he's got a whole host of contenders right behind him. Back on the throttles, Brown. Majulis already looking for 2nd down to turn 1 as Brown slides up the racetrack.
Majulis bottom side of the racetrack leading the trio down there. Side-by-side battle with Wilson as he tries to take over that number 2 spot. Will he try a slider? No, he won't. He'll tap the tires a little bit coming off the corner. That's going to hurt his momentum there as he follows J.D. Brown.
Now Majulis gets a good bite off in turn number 2 down the back straightaway, side by side with J.D. Brown. Now Brown's going to shut the door on Majulis, and he'll take his line away. And how about the move there by J.D. Brown? He likes the bottom of the speedway. He's going to leave it wide open for Dylan Wilson up top now.
Trouble, Surratt around as 4 or 5 cars crashing here. J.D. Brown on the loud pedal, heads up the front straightaway. Now Majulis takes the outside of the racetrack. This might be a little bit different here, Chase.
And he gets a run on him down the back straightaway, looking for the slide job into the corner. Now Brown's going to try and protect. They make contact in the center of 3 and 4, and that's going to allow the 80 car of Dylan Wilson a run down the front stretch. We're looking almost 3 wide down to turns 1 and 2, and now a new leader off of turn number 2.
Boy, what a battle here. Brown going to try and cross back over on Majulis side by side, way to the bottom for car 14. Can he make it work? It looks like the veteran in the 127 car had a great run up the front straightaway. Going to go middle groove now. That's surprising, but it'll be J.D. Brown losing ground here. Blake Majulis up into the corner right where he wants to be, number 1 spot. Going to tail slap it just a little bit there off the corner. Now Brown back to the inside, back to your point, Chase. If you're in the top 4, you're making at least a $100 bill.
And J.D. Brown knows that he's going for 2nd down the front stretch into 1 and 2. He's going to try the bottom, but Wilson on the top side is going to have momentum down the back straightaway, side by side for 2nd. And all this is doing here is allowing Blake Majulis to pull away with the lead in the 127 car.
Yeah, J.D. Brown now is the guy that's got to be patient. He said, heck with it. I'm going to the top side of the racetrack. He couldn't make the bottom work. He tried. It was an Omen's effort as he races up in between the corners, and now he'll try to run down Wilson. And trying to stay out of this lap traffic. There's a ton of cars in front of him as we got 1 to go.
Down the back stretch and into 3 and 4 for the final time. He started way back at 10 tonight. He took these guys to school on the top of the racetrack at Limaland. Blake Majulis wins round number 2 of the DIRTcar eSports Series here at the Limaland Motorsports Park in the UMP Modifieds. What a drive from 10th to the win.